Well, the festive season is here, and it's not just e-commerce biggies like Flipkart and Amazon that are readying to slug it out. Brick-and-mortar retailers, especially those dealing in white goods, are arming themselves with a slew of schemes and offers to bring in footfalls and sales. Nilesh Gupta, the managing partner of Vijay Sales, and Mr. B. Thiagarajan, the joint MD of Blue Star, join us now to talk about that. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Nilesh, I want to start with you. How has the demand uptick been so far ahead of the festive season?
I think yesterday was the first day of the festive season, and we have seen quite a good upstart. So we are very positive and bullish on it. And the second part, I think what is very important is in the last 1 week, if you have seen, the western part of the country is wheeling into hot wave. So the temperatures have gone up. So I think it's very good and positive news for air conditioners and refrigerators per se.
We have the right man with us then, Mr. Thiagarajan. You know, when we look at cars and we look at other consumer durables, big ones, of course, there has been a bit of a slowdown. But then for the September numbers, you blamed it on Shraddh and other seasonal factors. You tell us, with a mix of festive and heat wave, how does the festive season look for you?
I think it will be reasonably good, Lata. First of all, thank you for speaking to me. As I had mentioned to you, I was optimistic during the period July to September, in the sense a weak summer, subsequently commodity prices out of control, rupee depreciation, and custom duty hike on components. In 39 years of my career, I have not seen everything together happening like that. Some correction should take place, but unfortunately it is taking longer time. Having said that, as Nilesh rightly said, the average temperatures are much higher than the normal. Second thing is, people didn't purchase during summer, so there is a hope that at least 10% growth during festival season is anticipated. I also agree with Nilesh that I am in Guwahati today. The eastern part also, I see the footfalls being slightly higher than last year. In Western India as well as Northern India, we see the secondary movement taking place in a healthy manner. If it sustains, this year is a very long festival season. I think we will be in a position to achieve at least 10% growth. And most importantly, the current rupee depreciation is not affecting us because of the high inventory we held. So therefore, the price hike is also not going to be very significant. All of us have a vested interest to see that the market grows, the demand is kept at a high level. So let us see how it goes.
Okay, so a 10% growth this festive season is what you're looking at. Mr. Thiagarajan, good morning. In the quarter gone by, the room AC sales were down by almost about 4%. What is the outlook for the next few quarters in terms of AC sales growth?
Fortunately, we have been growing faster than the market. Our decline is much lower than the market decline. I am hopeful that the overall, for the full financial year, the market will grow at least 5%. I was hoping 10% till around 1 month ago. I think minimum of 5% growth will definitely take place.
Okay, so you're scaling it down.
It won't be a declining year at all.
No, I hope not.
That's
contraction.
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. The market for the full year should grow, definitely.
Okay.
But as far as Blue Star is concerned, I am satisfied with the refrigeration products, specifically deep freezers, cold rooms. That is growing very significantly. There is a growth of around 15% in the market, and we are growing over 20% there in the commercial refrigeration products, actually.
Nilesh, you know, the big difference is going to be the help you're getting from NBFCs. When you walked into any of the consumer durable shops, you had an HDFC Bank, a Bajaj Finance, all of them just waiting to pounce on you. And in e-commerce, they were practically not giving you an interest at all. You know, your EMIs and your debit card could buy you consumer durables. That help, will it continue, you think? Or are they already charging higher rates?
No, in fact, frankly speaking, even in the past I've been saying when the price hike happens in our industry also because of the dollar price going up or any other reasons of taxation and all, it does not now affect our industry for precisely the same reason. Because the industry is moved towards total EMI. And as you have rightly said, the NBFC is actually holding our industry in two hands and ensuring that we
their
do not
hands are weakened, Nilesh. Their hands are weakened considerably in the last 2-3 weeks. So that's why I'm asking, have any NBFCs come back to you and either charged higher rates or pulled off their EMI product altogether?
No, none of them. On the contrary, last year we had only 2 NBFCs majorly playing,
yes.
And this year we have more than 4 or 5 of them who wants to come into the space. See what has happened actually now. Quarter by quarter, when all the other banks and NBFC sees Bajaj's results, they feel we are missing out this pie. And everybody wants to jump into this.
Okay, Mr. Thiagarajan said that they are scaling down their, growth targets from double-digit 10% earlier. Now they think by the end of the year it will be just at 5%. Are you also looking at a single-digit growth for the industry? I mean, is that a new norm for the next 1 to 2 years?
No, in fact, for air conditioners, yes, this year the target has been downsized for the simple reason we didn't have a good summer. See, air conditioner is typically a seasonal business. It all depends upon the summer. As I said, just last 1 week, the temperatures went up in Mumbai and western part of the country, and we have seen sales just coming up. So yes, air conditioners, they have down, but not for the other categories. In fact, in mobiles, televisions, refrigerators, washing machines, I think we'll still end up with a 2-digit growth.
Okay. So summer decided to visit us in winter, looks like.
Yeah. In fact, in western part, always we get a short summer. It's a second summer, we call it.
Yeah, of course. October heat is famous even in Mumbai and definitely in other parts. Mr. Thiagarajan, will you be forced to take price hikes? You said that you are managing with your inventory at this point in time, but later on in the season, will you be forced to take price hikes? And if yes, how much you think?
We have increased the price from October 1 actually, but big dealers do manage to get some quantity discount so that the consumer is not impacted. We have already increased the price. Coming back to the earlier question of yours, the NBFC, at least till the new year, NBFC schemes are frozen. I agree with Nilesh. There is intense competition among NBFCs to capture this small transaction deals actually with the consumers where they feel their money is secured. Like Paytm and all are into cashback schemes. There are a lot of schemes that are running now as far as the consumer finance is concerned.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, thanks a lot for joining us today and giving us all that information. We need to now focus back on
It's important that they are telling us that schemes have not been pulled off yet. But
there's huge competition. There's huge competition.
Good to hear that.
Let's focus back on the